I am Professor C.P. Vashist. I will be talking to you about the library pioneers from southern India. Here the most important contribution has been that of creation of Veda or library laws, which was done in the year 1914. 1914 is a very important year in the history of, in the annals of library movement here in India. There was a conference which was held in Vijayawada under the auspices of Andhra Desha Library Association. And one person who was invited to preside over the function, that is Chilka Marti Lakshmi Narasimham, he composed a poem then and there, and which became a law. And this reads as, sun's light brightens everything, so shall knowledge dispel darkness and brighten everything. Here air gives life to all and is freely accessible, so shall knowledge be within easy reach of all, breathing life vigor into them. Clear water quenches the thirst of all, so shall knowledge satisfy the curiosity of the curious and the hunger of the hungry for it. Beside this, he also said, which is very important, as the villages are there and all the people of the village are illiterate, they cannot read, but they want information. So the government has to arrange for libraries, as we have wells, as we have tanks in the villages, so we should have libraries. Especially when there are no schools, libraries are must. First and foremost of these library pioneers is Chilka Marti Lakshmi Narasimham. He was a poet, playwright and social reformer. He composed Library Ved, was president of Veerasilingam Library. He presided over first All India Library Conference held in 1914 at Baroda. Edited Saraswati, Manorama, Deshmata journals. And with the help of these three journals, he was exposing the British government for their ills, for their ill treatment of Indians. He advocated for the establishment of a knowledge cafe, as there are knowledge cafes in the villages, as the food cafes are not needed, but the village, he said, knowledge cafes are needed. Padma Shri Ayangi Venkataramaiah, he was born in 1890 and lived up to 1979. He was active in conducting library meetings. He conducted very many meetings. He even left his studies at the age of 18. After passing the high school, he did not go further. He developed library consciousness and interest among people. Organized All India Public Library Conferences at Madras in 1920. That was All India Public Library Conference. He also became its General Secretary. Organized library pilgrimages. From village to village, pilgrimages were going on. Envisaged reciprocal relation between library movement and adult education. Padma Bhushan Vavilala Vala Gopalakrishna, he was born in 1906 and died in 2003. He participated in almost all social and political activities. He started Sada Granthalayam at Setanpalli, got himself trained under Ayangi Venkataramaiah, reviewed library bill of Raghunathan in 1930. He even added new things in that bill. He even prepared his own bill in 1938. Andhra Desha government appointed him a committee under his chairmanship. He started Vavilala Sanstha at Guntur in 81 for the development of literature, Telugu literature. Was chairman of Official Language Commission. Gopal Rao Ekbote is famous for bringing out the library legislation in old Hyderabad district. He had a special liking for libraries, was the Minister of Education, Local Government and Parliamentary Affairs in Hyderabad state. He introduced Public Library Bill in Hyderabad state. was a member of Legislative Assembly in Andhra Pradesh, presided over 2 All India Library Conferences held at Hyderabad. I actively participated in library activities of Vidarbha, Marathwada and Hyderabad. He closely remained associated with the library activities all the 3 states I have referred. Was chairman of review committee appointed by the Andhra Pradesh government. Gaddi Cherla Hari Sarvottam Rao, he was born in 1883 and died in 1960. He founded Vigyan Mandrika Chandrika Mandali for the spread of the literature. He sponsored publication of Andhra literature, was editor of Swaraj. He was the most educated person. He was first editor of Delhi Telugu edition of Andhra Patrika, was editor of Granthalaya Sarvaswamu, got constructed a fine building to house Andhra Desha Library Association, was president of Andhra Desha Granthalaya Sangha, now called Andhra Pradesh Library Association. Patudi Nagabhushanam, he was born in 1907 and died in 1987. He was a poor man, but he had love for libraries. The library movement attracted him most. Was secretary of Andhra Desha Granthalaya Sangha, was elected member of Council of Indian Adult Education, was secretary and librarian of Bala Saraswati Library, Pedapalam. He donated 10,000 books, was a member of Guntur District Library Authority, was editor of Andhra Granthalaya Quarterly, was editor of Granthalaya Sarvaswamu. It's a very old journal in Telugu, goes from village to village and from state to state. This is the largest liked journal in Telugu. T.S. Avinashalingam Chettiar, he is a politician. He has done into politics from the very early life. And he introduced library bill in Madras state, got the bill passed in 1948. Padma Shri S. R. Ranganathan, he was born in 1892 and died in 1972. He was basically not a librarian, but he was a teacher, but he joined the library profession later. He became librarian of Madras University. He got himself trained in London, was founder secretary of Madras Library Association, drafted Model Library Bill in 1930, drafted public library bills for at almost all states, introduced open access system. He started library tours in villages. He started bullock cart library service. Was president of Indian Library Association. He was also president of FID. He was editor of Abgila, that is Annals Bulletin Granthalaya of Indian Library Association. He was awarded Rao Sahab's title. Government of India awarded him Padma Shri. S. Janardhan Naidu. He was the first full-time librarian of Kannamara Public Library. He introduced several new library services, introduced open access in Kannamara Public Library, which is a state library, revised and published author catalogue of Kannamara Public Library, because at that time the cataloging was not in good shape. So for retrieval of the information, he used to print the catalogue. Was very popular among library professionals. K.B. Krishnaswamy Iyer was born in 1883 and died in 1965. He served as chairman of reception committee of All India Public Library Conference held at Madras in 1927. He was so much impressed by the gathering that he also decided to have a library association for Madras. So in 1928, He established the library association, that the Madras Library Association. He himself became the president, and Ranganathan was made the general secretary. Formed Madras Library Association, was made emeritus president of Mala. Government of Madras conferred on him the title of Rao Bahadur.